Charlotte County was created in 1764. In this week's County Agricultural Close-Up, we'll learn that a rich historical tradition is just one advantage to living here. Clark Poindexter has lived in Charlotte County his whole life. When he was younger, his family was involved in tobacco production. But over the years, and especially after the tobacco buyout, he and other farmers have transitioned to cattle and other crops, such as wheat, corn, and other grains. He's known since he was young that farming was for him.
It's good productive work. We see our results every year. It's gratifying in that aspect of it. It is a certain level of independence that's just inherently in farming.
Poindexter is one of several farmers implementing a mixed-use form of cattle grazing known as silvopasture. These trees are cut to form rows where cattle can roam in the open areas and get shade from the trees during the hot summer months. Miller Adams is another longtime county farmer whose day job is with the State Department of Forestry, another major player in Charlotte County's economy. He wants agriculture to be top of mind to everyone.
Agriculture has a tremendous story to tell, and I encourage everybody that's involved in it to tell their non-farming neighbors, because ultimately they are our customers of the products that we grow, regardless of whether it's a tomato sold at a vegetable stand or it's feeder calves that go to Pennsylvania to another realm of production.
Adams has also incorporated silvopasture in his farming.
The shade is so dispersed that they're not running to hunker down under the one shade tree that may happen to be out in the pasture.
Charlotte County is home to soft rolling hills and wide swaths of green pastures. It's the kind of place where you can see a tractor cutting grass in front of the volunteer fire station, while a short distance away an Amish man is driving a horse-drawn buggy. Another example of mixing the old and the new is the barn at Pineview, an agritourism site operated by Kerwin and Beverly Kunath. The facility is ideal for weddings and other large events, and they employed nearby Amish to help cut and build the support beams. Kerwin raises cattle and cuts hay and timber when he's not working on the barn. Farmers like him have had to adapt to tobacco having a smaller role now.
There's still a fair amount of tobacco. The production is way down from its heyday years ago, but still a fair amount of tobacco and beans. A lot of it switched over to beans and corn now, and getting away from tobacco. But it's a lot of cattle in the county too.
There are 460 farms in Charlotte County, covering 121,667 acres. The market value of all agricultural products is $25,976,000. Livestock leads the way, accounting for $16,166,000, with hogs and pigs bringing in $5,609,000. Cattle and calves make up most of the rest, at $4,425,000. Crops bring in $9,810,000. Grains account for $4,274,000. Tobacco is still a significant crop, earning $2,421,000 for growers. Hay and other crops bring in $1,579,000. Michael Carwile grows produce and flowers with his wife Amy on their Charlotte County farm. The two have an unusual story.
My wife is from Charlotte County. We were both widows, and we married, and we decided to stay on her farm instead of mine.
It's a decision that's paid off. Carwile says he's seen a 25% growth rate in his business.
Agriculture seems to be growing, and especially produce in Charlotte County. We've got a small produce cooperative here that we've started about 6 years ago, and some tobacco farmers and all are now growing produce. So we've grouped together and we're sending produce to different wholesale outlets. So a lot of tobacco production is being switched over to produce.
They also produce hay and raise a small number of cattle. It's an example of the diversity and adaptability Charlotte County producers have shown in shifting to new products. In Charlotte County, I'm Burke Muller reporting.